Well, that's it, guys. I'm gonna put that link up. I'm gonna card that right up top right here, so you can watch that video in its entirety. But like I say, this is the problem. We verified that the shifter is doing its thing, so it's likely the shifter cable that just jumped off, guys. From time to time, these bushings would fail. Okay, these bushings are actually replaceable. Okay, so if you don't want to get left stranded, you might want to act proactive in getting those replaced. Now the one I just showed you goes to the transmission. This one goes to the actual shifter. In fact, it's redesigned. It doesn't even look like this on the car. Well, we are at the vehicle, guys. It will start now because I got my linkages up. The whole issue was I wasn't in park or neutral. And we all know you can't get a crank signal if you're not in park or neutral. That is a safety feature that was put in place, guys. Okay, I discussed all of that in that video. But for now, let's get this one in the shop and get this shifter cable replaced. Shouldn't be that hard, guys. Gotta get it up in the air. Yes, thank goodness for lifts, because I would hate to get on the ground and do this on the ground. All right, we got work to do. Let's get it. All right, guys, we got her in the shop. First thing first, guys, we got to get this center console. We got to get this out of the. We got to get this out, okay? Because we're trying to gain access to the shifter. Now, this console is held on one on the other side, one on the back side here, and one on that side. It's about a T30, I want to say. So I got those removed. Now, let me see. Did I clear enough room? Let me put this in gear to get this straight up. I knew I was going to have a hard time. I got to let this all the way back. The mic can clear it now. Let me go right there. Alrighty, we might be on to something. I got it all the way up, guys. Now we just need to get it out. There you go. Now with that out of the way, we can see the shifter cable. Alright, so based on this, I got two 10 millimeters. Oh, they're gonna be a pain to get to, guys. Y'all see where the shifter come in? That's what we chasing right here. All right, guys. So I'm getting ready to replace this now. I'm gonna admit, guys, after looking at this and seeing that this little piece right here is replaceable. Okay, this bushing right here is wore out and it's gonna keep falling off. But guys, depending on the condition of the actual shifter cable, you can actually replace this. Now I don't know if you can purchase this piece by itself, but if you get a new shifter, you can simply just remove this and put it on the existing shifter cable. All right, but because the bushing on the transmission end is not replaceable, it's replaceable, but it's not part of this, so it's part of the complete cable. I decided to go ahead and go through with replacing the whole cable. Okay, if this was in good condition on the transmission, I would simply just swap this out. So if this is your own personal car, you have that luxury, guys, to simply just swap out the ends. Right, but I'm gonna go through with replacing the whole cable. Now it's kind of hard to get to these little 10 millimeter bolts, but I managed. I'm using my little long mounting wrench. You can just get it on there and just slowly but surely work it off. It's coming. I had to go through this way to get to the other one, but at any rate, it's coming off, guys. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So I got the last screw out. There's two screws holding it on. Okay, now we got to get the shifter cable out of the bracket. Just use some pointed device to push in on that release tab. Yeah, and pick it up, and it just come right here. This is what you're pushing in on, and then just lift straight up. So now it's just a matter of fishing. Okay, now I have to let the car up in the air and disconnect it from the transmission. All right, so let's do that now. Alrighty, guys, I got it loose from the bracket. Let's say these little tangs, just squeeze these in and pull out. Okay, so I'm gonna fish this whole thing all the way through the inside, okay, because that's where my grommet at. All right, so now I gotta let it back down. We're gonna fish this out from the top. All right, let's get it. Ooh, ready, guys. Now everything is loose. Let's see if we can fish this joker out from under here. Yeah, here we go. Come on to Papa, baby. Hope I don't get snagged on anything. Come on, come on. Come to Papa. Don't snag up on nothing. Come on to Papa. There we go. I got it, guys. Alrighty. Let's lay that right there. That is the old shifter. That is the reason why this Jeep would not start. Okay. Now they came in complaining about shifting and starting. So you basically can put 2 and 2 together. And again, guys, I would have simply swapped this over to this and made the repair on the car had it not been for this end. Okay, there's small little cracks on this, so this is on its way out. And besides, the customer paid for a complete cable. Why not give them a complete cable? All right, guys, I'm done. I'm not going to film installation because it's pretty much a removal. It's pretty much a reversal of the removal process. Okay? Hold on, guys. You're not quite done. Okay, yes, you got the shifter on there. You got it locked on the bottom on the actual physical transmission. You got the transmission manual level physically all the way into park. Okay, so you got this hooked up. You got this hooked up to the leveler of the shifter. Now, only thing left, guys, is adjustment. Notice they're going to give you a little slack, guys. That's to compensate for adjusting the shift interlock. All right, now look at that. I'm going to show you something. There's still a little play in here. All right, this bolt is loose. All right, but what you're supposed to do, first of all, make sure you're in park on the transmission with the shifter cable on it. I verified that. I'm in park. Now, make sure your shifter is in park. Make sure your key is out of the ignition, signaling park. Okay. Now, what you should do now is simple. All right, go ahead and tighten your adjustment bolts. That is the adjustment bolt. Over time, this will wear and you might have to adjust it for to get everything right. That's why it's an adjustment. They can't put it right on the money because there's no two cars, there's no two assemblies the same. Okay, so you have to leave room for adjustment. Now I have that tight. Remember, make sure everything is in park. Now, last but not least is verifying, guys. You don't want to give the customer's car back until you verify everything is on point. Here's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, I'm back in the car. I'm in park. Now, what I'm going to do to verify, first of all, I should not be able to shift this into gear without the key in it or my feet on the brake. Let's see. And I can't. That's okay. Now, let's put the key in the ignition and turn it. Let's see if we can shift it. Okay, you should not be able to shift that simply because the brake interlock is activated. Now, when I press on the brake, I should be able to shift it. Okay, we got that adjustment right. Now, one of the last things we need to verify is if the car will start in park and neutral, which is why it came in the first place. As we sit right now, I'm in park. Let's see if it'll start. Yes, let me turn it off. Let me go into neutral. Remember, guys, I have to put my foot on the brake and turn the key on. The key sends power supply to the interlock. All right, now let's go into neutral and see if I start. I do. Now, let's test these safety features to see if they work. Notice, guys, I cannot remove the key yet because I'm not in park. All right, once I go into park, that's another safety feature. You should be reminded that your car is not in park when you get out of it. And you will be reminded because when you go for the key, it would not come out. All right, well, we need to verify if this safety feature is intact. Let's turn the key back on, press on the brake. Let's go into reverse. We're in reverse now. You should not technically be able to start this car. I have the emergency brake on just in case. Let's see. And I can't. I'm in reverse. Now, let's try drive. Neutral, drive. And ladies and gentlemen, I can't. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, all my adjustments are on point. Go back to park. I should be able to remove the key. I should be able to start it. This car is fixed. All right, I went over with you several things. I hope you picked something up out of this. And guys, don't be limited to remembering this from a Jeep Wrangler standpoint. This same theory applied to most cars out there, not even just Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge. It apply. Car makers tend to use the same technology over and over again on several, depending the year range. Okay, once some new technology come out, everybody would jump on the bandwagon and go from there. So this is no different. All right, so the same theory applied to just about any car. All right, that's all I have. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.